Most people assume they'll stay in their home, but will your home still work for you? I'm Carrie Syson, founder of Your Final Matters, and I help people to get their paperwork and their practical ducks in a row so their family aren't left trying to figure everything out at the worst possible time. This is part of my equity release and later life planning series, and in this episode I'm looking at how equity release can be used to fund home adaptations. Just a reminder, I'm not giving any legal or financial advice. I'm here to help you understand the options and to get organised, but you should always speak to a regulatory advisor before making any decisions. So let's start with the purpose of home adaptations. This is really about one thing: helping you stay safely and comfortably in your own home. It's about maintaining your independence and your quality of life. This is about making your home work for you as your needs change. So what sort of adaptations are we talking about? Well, it can include a few things. So maybe it's a stair lift. Modern versions are so much lighter and much more affordable than previously, and easier to install than they used to be. It might be around a bathroom conversion, for example, turning an existing room into a walk-in wet room. And general accessibility changes, things like widening doorways, installing ramps, putting up grab handles, banisters, lowering thresholds, just small physical changes that will really make everyday life seem easier. And often these are relatively small changes that will make a really big difference day to day. Now, timing is really important here because ideally these changes should be made before care is urgently needed. So this might be for people in their 70s, still active, still independent, but starting to think ahead and plan. These conversations can feel a bit uncomfortable. I appreciate that. They can feel like miserable topics people would rather avoid, but they are incredibly important because the earlier that you plan, the more choices you will have. And that said, sometimes adaptations happen at the point of need. I realise that. So someone might move into respite care or temporary accommodation while the work is carried out on the home. And then they'll return once the property's been adapted to suit their new level of mobility. Before jumping straight into equity release, though, there's something really important to check first. Always look at what support may be available through your local authority. There can be grants or funding available for major adaptations to your home, and it's really important you have a look at those first. And then equity release can be used to bridge those gaps or to fund additional improvements beyond what might be covered. So in many cases, equity release is part of the solution and not necessarily the first step. If this has made you think about whether your home would still work for you in the future, then you're not alone. It's something a lot of people assume will be fine, but they don't always stop and properly think it through. This is part of my equity release and later life planning series, so do look at other ones in the series so that you can see the full suite of what I'm explaining. If you found this useful, you can follow me at Your Final Matters on Instagram and Facebook, subscribe here on YouTube, and please share this with someone who wants to stay in their home as they get older, but they might not understand all of their options. And if you want help getting everything properly organised, that's exactly what I help people do. You'll find more information at yourfinalmatters.co.uk. Because while you still have a voice, you have a choice.